People know that in many parts of the country, renting has gotten more expensive than it's ever been, but there are still cities where owning a home actually costs less than renting one. In these markets, low mortgage payments, reasonable property taxes, and slower home price growth compared to rent increases make buying a better financial move for many people. In this video, we're looking at the top 10 US cities where buying is currently cheaper than renting. These picks are based on median home prices, typical mortgage rates, and average monthly rent costs, giving you a clear picture of where ownership can still save you money. If you're planning a move or thinking about making the jump from renter to homeowner, these are the places you'll want to pay attention to. At number 10 is Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland has remained one of the most affordable big cities in the country, and that's a big reason why buying beats renting here. The median home price is still under $200,000, which means with a standard mortgage rate, your monthly payment often comes in well below what you'd spend on rent for a similar property. The city has a mix of historic homes, new developments, and neighborhoods where property values have been slowly but steadily increasing. Rents in Cleveland have risen sharply in recent years, making the gap between owning and renting even more noticeable. Property taxes are reasonable compared to other large metros, and maintenance costs are manageable for most homeowners. For buyers looking to build equity without straining their budget, Cleveland offers one of the clearest cases for ownership over renting. Even in popular neighborhoods like Ohio City or Tremont, a mortgage payment can still be hundreds less than rent. At number 9, we have Detroit, Michigan. Detroit has been undergoing a revitalization over the past decade, with new businesses, renovated housing, and a growing arts and dining scene. Even with that growth, home prices remain surprisingly low compared to national averages, and they're far lower than rental costs for comparable spaces. In many Detroit neighborhoods, owning a home can cost hundreds of dollars less per month than renting the same property. The city's property tax rates can vary, but they're often offset by the low purchase prices and the potential for long-term appreciation as redevelopment continues. For first-time buyers or those looking to invest in a property that could grow in value, Detroit remains a strong choice where ownership is still financially sensible. With an increasing number of renovated properties hitting the market, buyers have more move-in ready options than ever before. At number 8 is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh's strong job market, anchored by healthcare, education, and technology, has kept demand for housing steady. While rents have climbed in recent years, home prices have remained relatively affordable, especially in neighborhoods just outside the downtown core. The median home price here is often low enough that monthly mortgage payments are far below local average rents. The city's variety of housing styles, from brick row houses to modern condos, means buyers have options that fit different budgets. Property taxes are on the higher side, but even factoring those in, owning often beats renting in terms of monthly costs. For people planning to stay for more than a few years, Pittsburgh offers significant long-term savings through homeownership, and many buyers find they can afford more space for less money than they expected. Coming in at number 7 is St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis has one of the lowest median home prices among major U.S. metros, making it one of the easiest places to transition from renting to owning. In many neighborhoods, buyers can find well-kept single-family homes for less than the cost of renting a two-bedroom apartment. The city's stable property market and low mortgage payments make it especially attractive for families. Rents in St. Louis have been rising steadily, and that's only widened the gap between monthly ownership costs and rental prices. Property taxes are modest, and the city's central location offers affordable access to transportation and amenities. Even in revitalized areas like the Grove or Tower Grove South, homeownership still gives you more space and stability for your dollar. At number 6 is Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City's booming economy and growing population haven't yet translated into unmanageable housing costs. The median home price here is still low enough that mortgage payments often come in far under average rents. Many neighborhoods offer spacious homes with yards for less than the cost of renting a small apartment in other large cities. Rents have been climbing in Kansas City, driven by new development and strong demand, but ownership remains a clear financial win for those who can make the down payment. Combined with relatively low property taxes, this city offers one of the best opportunities to save money through home ownership. The growing appeal of Kansas City's cultural districts, like Crossroads and Westport, is also drawing more buyers who want to lock in costs before prices climb further. Breaking into the top 5 is Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis offers one of the most favorable buy versus rent comparisons in the country. Home prices are among the lowest for any large metro, and that means monthly mortgage payments can be hundreds of dollars cheaper than rent. Even in desirable neighborhoods, the cost of buying remains far below what many residents pay to lease similar homes. The city's lack of a state income tax also makes ownership more financially attractive. Property taxes are manageable, and the housing market has remained stable, giving buyers confidence that they're making a sound long-term investment. With more first-time buyers entering the Memphis market, competition is rising, but affordability remains strong for now. At number 4, we have Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham's affordable housing market makes it an easy choice for those looking to buy instead of rent. Median home prices remain low compared to the rest of the country, and monthly mortgage costs are well under average rent prices in most neighborhoods. The city's steady job market and growing healthcare and manufacturing sectors help keep the market strong without pushing prices out of reach. With property taxes among the lowest in the nation, Birmingham homeowners enjoy significant monthly savings compared to renters. The difference is so substantial that for many residents, it's cheaper to own a 3-bedroom home than to rent a 2-bedroom apartment. The city's revitalizing downtown and historic districts also provide opportunities to buy in areas that could see future appreciation. At number 3 is Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville offers a balanced housing market where buying has clear financial advantages over renting. Median home prices are modest, and the monthly payments for a mortgage are often hundreds less than local average rents. This is especially true in established neighborhoods where property values have grown steadily over the years. The city's low property taxes and relatively low cost of living make home ownership even more affordable. For families and individuals looking to put down roots, Louisville provides an appealing mix of value and stability. Popular areas like the Highlands and Germantown offer walkable communities where owning can still cost far less than renting. At number 2 is Indianapolis, Indiana. Indianapolis has maintained one of the most affordable housing markets among major U.S. cities. With a median home price well below the national average, mortgage payments here are often significantly lower than monthly rent costs. The city's strong job market and steady population growth support housing demand without creating the kind of price spikes seen in other metros. Property taxes are moderate, and utility costs are lower than in many parts of the country, making Indianapolis an especially budget-friendly city for homeowners. For renters who are ready to buy, the math often works out heavily in favor of ownership, and Indianapolis offers a wide range of suburban and urban options to fit different lifestyles. And at number 1 is Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee tops the list because the financial case for buying over renting is so strong. The median home price is still low enough that a mortgage payment on a typical home can be several $100s less per month than renting a comparable property. The city's diverse housing stock offers options for first-time buyers, downsizers, and investors alike. While rents have climbed rapidly in Milwaukee over the past few years, home prices have grown at a slower pace, widening the gap between the cost of renting and owning. Property taxes are higher here than in some cities on the list, but the overall monthly savings for owners still outweigh those costs. For anyone looking to get more for their housing dollar, Milwaukee offers one of the best opportunities in the country to make the leap from renting to buying. These 10 cities prove that despite rising housing costs nationwide, there are still places where buying a home can save you money every month. In markets like these, home ownership not only builds equity over time, but also offers immediate relief from high rent payments. If you're thinking about buying, running the numbers in these cities might show you that the dream of owning is more attainable than you thought. But the window of opportunity won't stay open forever, as more buyers catch on and competition increases.